introduce Mr. Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. As I'm serving as a session chair, so I'm delighted to introduce Mr. Yomesh Nandurbarkar sir, a professional data analyst specializing in data science, computational statistics, statistical interference, and R programming, holding an MSc in statistics from the Maharaja Sayajirao University of Baroda. Sir has also successfully cleared CSIR UGC NET examination for the lecturership. Currently, Sir is pursuing a PhD in statistics at Sardar Patel University, Vallabh Vidyanagar, Gujarat. Yome sir has a notable publications record with over 6 research papers in esteemed national and international peer-reviewed journals. With an immense teaching career spanning more than 15 years, he has dedicated himself to imparting knowledge to diverse range of students, and I'm happy to say that I'm also one of his student. Let's welcome Yomesh sir as our esteemed invited speaker to share his knowledge with all of us. Sir, please.
Thank you very much, Dr. Basti. Am I
Thank you,
audible
sir.
to you?
Yes, sir. Yes, you can.
Okay. Good afternoon, all the participants. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Now, before I start any session, since I have created some data sheets uh, for the discussion today's session, so I'm sharing a link in this chat box. You can just uh, where is this? Yeah, I'm just posting this. So you may download some sheets from this drive. I wish that we should have some interactive session. The time duration that is given to me. So we may continue with the interactive mode. So if you can download the Excel sheets that I'm sharing with you, maybe we can start simultaneously. When I'm sharing my Excel sheet, you can also see the content as well as you can carry out the similar task that I'm doing. Are you able to get the are you able to locate the file? Please download the file which I'm sharing with you from this drive, and you can copy these files in your laptop. Hope that you are also connected to this meeting through laptop so that it will be more say interesting, because as it is told to me that I should discuss some handling data handling the through Excel. So basically Excel is the first primary introduction software where a beginner from the any field who wants to say do data analysis, then Excel is the easy accessible tool. It is installed in all the computers, laptops, so it is easily available, and one can do some simple task with the Excel. However, if you want to do some more rigorous analysis of the data analysis, then we may need some professional softwares. Therefore, there are certain advantages as well as some of the limitations for the Excel to continue with the data analysis. So today I will be doing some kind of the work with the pivot table, and then charting from this pivot table, and we'll do some basic calculations, and we understand some of the interesting parts from statistics that is useful for the beginners. Hope that you are able to get the data set. I will share the data set now with you. I'll share my screen. Is the screen visible to everyone?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine. So if you have downloaded, then it will be very nice that we can work together, because these data are very huge in the size. Since I have downloaded these data sets from some of the websites which host this data for public use. Therefore, we may take advantage of this publicly available data, and we can do analysis of our type, whatever is needed, or maybe use some kind of the work which is published through the say journal, and we can take up the data. So there is a community, there is a called Journal of Statistical Education. That community hosts the different articles as well as data sets. So I have copied some data sets from that website for the purpose. So my first data set that I'm sharing with you, it is data on the say Gardasil, and I'm showing also you the description of the data set. If you read, if you have downloaded the data set from the Google Drive, you may also see the same sheet that I have shared with you. So this data set is related to somehow the vaccine study. Okay. It is about the HPV. It is a this anti-human papillus medication Gardasil vaccine. So it was administered to the participants, and this was a data that source of data, who has gathered this data and from where the data is coming. Source of this data set is shown here in the description. So usually whenever we get the data, or whenever we publish our own data, the data has to be identified with a distinction categories. If you see this data set carefully, I'm showing you the data sets. They are only simple numbers 1, 0 or 0, 1, 2, 3 like this. They are simple numbers. So they are basically the codes. When we see the description in the variable description, so the age, the first of the variable age is given, that is shown in the column, first column age. It is only the column shows me numbers. The remaining columns like age group, the age group is created. You see in the help file of this age group, the 11 to 17 years, if there is a participant's age is between this group, it is coded as 0. And then if the age group is from 18 to 26, it is coded as 1. So in the column of age group, you will see the codings 1 and 0. And therefore, the variables are now categorized in the form of the different categories that is being exhibited in this data set. So say, for example, the race. Okay, the race of the participant, it is also coded. If it is a person is a white, then code is 0. The person is a black, then code is 1. Hope that this is not difficult for anyone to interpret what is the code are given, what are the code given to. Then uh, the another variables like the medical assistance, the patient required some kind of medical assistance. So no means 0 and 1 is yes. So these are the basic data refining process when we publicly put this data for the use. Another data that I'm showing you is the this one data which I have downloaded, and I'm showing you the file which is a huge data. This data set is having the, say, look at this data size, and it is showing me the 507, so 506 columns. So the columns are given by the numbers. The column number 1 means what is this data. So these are the some dimensions, what are the dimensions for the participants, and they are showing different measurements. Okay, and they all measurements are in terms of centimeters, whereas the measurements on the age, weight, height, they are given. So only the code is given for the gender, 1 for male, 0 for female. So this data includes the all columns with the numbers. We identify this data as the values given in the form of numeric. They are actually measurements. So they are treated as a quantity in our analysis. So whenever we want to do any analysis, we make a distinction between whether we have a quantity or we have the simple categories. And therefore, it changes our way of analyzing data. Hope that this is clear. I have also added one more data set in the Google Drive, which I am not showing here, but it includes more than say 14,000, say maybe 1,200 rows, more than 1,200 rows. If you can see this data set, and it is a huge data set. So first of all, we want to make this use of this data set for analysis. Hope that maybe you are also, those who are with a laptop may start the same file, means can open the same file, because I want to do some kind of analysis. Basic analysis, very important. So what is the first task? I want to do the analysis of a huge data set. So these are already available data, publicly available data. If you are engaged in some kind of survey kind of experiments, means you create some questionnaire for some of the basic problems that you want to identify as in a social science or some different fields of humanities, then we have a questionnaire, and the questionnaires are the response are entered into the columns. So each column represents the different questions in the survey. So maybe tomorrow you will be using maybe the one of the analysis called factor analysis may be taught to you, where maybe the data may be taken from the say some kind of survey. Some questionnaires were being designed and some attitude surveys or behavioral surveys are given, and you may be having such data sets for the analysis called factor analysis. So therefore, I'm not including the survey data. I'm just including publicly available data. So let us, what is the analysis? We will give you step by step. Whenever you have this data set, you select the cell like this and just look at what I'm doing, and maybe you can do with me. It will be nice. I'm just selecting this column there A to J that includes all variables, and I'm selecting the rows. I'm selecting the rows like this. So if you see the number of the rows, it is almost 1,000 rows. So I just go quickly, fast, and then I will select the rows. It is a huge data set, and therefore we want to make use of some kind of a Excel tools that may be easy for us to identify some of the basic analysis that Excel gives us for the some basic graphs or plots. So let us have this data set. Okay. So what I have done already means I'm just doing for you. You have to select all the data set, and then you see in the name box here on the left hand side, name box. Okay. In the name box, I have typed the GARD data, Gardasil data. So what you can do when you click on the here, you can type the name GARD data. What this facilitates that you don't have to scroll the too many rows frequently to look at the numbers to identify the specific variable with the values, because when you enter this name, then it is accessing the entire range starting from column A to column J and row 1 to row 1414. The entire range is now assigned a name called guard. So guard is linked. Hope that you have done it. If you have done it, please give me some kind of hint that you are doing it. If anyone can,
Yes, sir. We are doing
yeah,
such.
yeah. Is it easy now, or is it difficult? I will go as per your way of maybe how you can perceive this. Is it okay? Have you given the names now?
There is a drop down box. So if I writing that GARD data, it is automatically getting again deleted. I don't know.
It is taken directly.
No, there is a drop down box in
Ah,
which it is written something AI. So if I'm rub and I'm just deleting that AI and I'm written that GARD data, it is again getting deleted once I'm clicking out
okay,
of the
okay,
box.
okay. Now what you can do now for few of this, suppose something that is happening unusually, we have the say here on the Excel tab, we have formula tab. Okay, in the formula tab, there is an option called name manager. In the name manager, I have created certain names. Like just now, I have selected the this column A to column J and the row 1 to row 1414. So it shows me my data here, and it shows me a small dialog box. So my data refers to the GR data, and I'm writing the address. So because the sheet name was given guard seal data, so sheet name is appearing in the refers to option, and I'm giving the address from $A, $1, colon $J, $141. Maybe you can do this quickly if you can do it without dragging by mouse. You can get this very easily. If you want to make some changes, you can there is an option called new, edit and delete. You may delete the name that is been assigned incorrectly, and you can make the changes. Or if you want to make changes, add some more rows, you can use the option edit. And in the edit option, you can modify the name also, as well as the range to which you want to assign the name. Is it okay now?
Excuse me.
Yes, sir, it's changed now.
Now everyone is okay.
Excuse
Okay.
me. Excuse me.
Hello. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. I'm
Yeah,
listening.
the data is showing as PDF. Is it a PDF document?
Yeah. Who is calling? I'm not.
Margaret.
Uh,
Hello, Margaret. Margaret is on the line.
Are you participant or are you expert?
Yes, I'm a participant.
Okay. So are you able to see the screen which I have shared with everyone?
Yes, I'm trying to download the
Yeah.
data, but it's coming as a PDF.
No.
Is it not
This
supposed
in
to
the chat
come as
box.
Excel?
Yeah. In the chat box, I have shared Google Drive link where I have uploaded 3 data sets where you can download these data sets, and you can, if you want to continue with these your own computer, you can first download the data set and open this Excel file which is visible on your screen at present. Is it okay?
Okay.
Participant, it is okay, everyone? Should we continue?
So, just a
Yes.
minute, sir. The same link is shared on the WhatsApp group also. If you want, you can open that
Yeah.
in the WhatsApp also.
Fine.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
participant, please, if it is not feasible through chat box, then maybe the link is also available. Should we continue now? If anyone is still trying to get the range that and naming the range of the.
Sir, kindly share the link again in the chat box.
Should I? Okay. Let me have this.
Is the link in the WhatsApp group?
Done, sir. Done. Yeah, that is shared on the chat box again, and the same link is shared on the WhatsApp group too. You can refer both. Yeah.
Okay, ma. Thanks.
So whenever you are ready with your that first task, then we can continue. And once you just give me the call, then I will start again.
Hello.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yes.
So I tried to download the file, but
Yeah.
okay, no problem. I've solved the problem. No problem. I've seen it.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
So please download it and you open the file, the first file with the data sets. There are maybe 2 or 3 files. You can open the file where we have 2 data sets that is shown on the screen, Gardasil and body dimension. The purpose of this data, we want to see certain categories, and we want to understand how the participants have completed their doses of the vaccine, and from which different say component that we can identify. This could be easy for doing some data analysis called hypothesis test. Let us say test of proportion, or the test of association, that I can do it with the help of summarized the data from this big Excel sheet. So we will create the tables using the pivot options that is available in the Excel. Otherwise, it is not easy for anyone to identify these numbers 0, 1 and summarizing that. So the one of the best or the maybe efficient part tool of the Excel is the pivot table. Should we continue now?
Sir, please continue.
Yes.
Sir, you can start. You can continue.
Is the sheet visible to you now, everyone?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So our first task was to assign the name to this used data set, which is from column A to column J, and from row 1 to row 1414. And I have shown the method. If it is not visible, you can have the formula tab on the Excel sheet, and you go to the name manager, and you can create the data set like writing a new, and then you can write the some name of the data set, and you can enter the range that you want to use. Since the sheet name is Gardasil, so by default in the refer to column, Gardasil name will be visible, and you can modify the address by writing $sign so that it is fixed. This way you can change the name. So I have created the name with the name Gardasil data, and then I am writing the option equal to Gardasil. Then the option, the cell reference $A, $1, colon $J, colon $141. That gives me the name for the data set. So once we are doing this, we want to understand some of the basic graph. Okay. So my interest is to go for some basic graph. Say, I want to know how many of the uh, people have completed these 3 doses, right? And in different durations. Okay. So we see the variable descriptions. Now you can just play with this pivot table applications. Once you understand the naming of the cells range, then it is easy. So I have different variables called age group, race, shoots means the doses of the vaccine, then insurance type, then hospital based, location, location type, practice type. So this could be the information of the all participants. So let us now go to the option in the Excel tab insert option. We have the option called pivot table. We have the called pivot table option. Okay. So we can use pivot table, or in the insert option, here we have chart option, we have pivot chart. Is it visible to everyone or it is still not visible? That one. Can you see on the insert menu? Either if put my mouse on the leftmost part, then I can see pivot table. And if I select this next pivot chart, is it visible? Everyone?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Yeah, so I think you can select pivot chart. Okay, maybe my Excel version is different, maybe your Excel version is different. So the location of pivot chart and pivot table may be either separately given or maybe they are given adjacent to each other. So I am just selecting pivot chart. I may select pivot chart. This option is open to me, and my name of data set is GARD data, right? So since I have given the name GARD data, so we just look at the name GARD data. So what I'm doing now, I'm just selecting pivot chart and I'm just creating the name, which is I'm just giving the name guard data and just data. And I want to go to the next sheet. Suppose I want to select the sheet, this sheet. So my sheet 1 is there, sheet 11. Suppose I am just selecting a blank sheet for the purpose of the viewing the graph. Is this step completed, everyone? Just I'm showing a dialog box. Yes. Is this step over? Everyone, have those who are trying. I have just selected pivot chart and then a dialog box was open. In the first option, select table or range, I have just named the GART data and I'm selecting the location in an existing worksheet. So I have created a new sheet and I'm just going to the new sheet. So I want to do all analysis in the sheet 11. Okay. Is this step over? Yes, tell me.
So is
Those
this
who are trying.
816 worksheet name sheet 11?
My sheet is in my shared sheet, it is sheet 11 because I have opened so many sheets, so it is giving me
Oh,
names sheet 11. Maybe you have the first the data set when you're opening, you may have.
sure. I'll see.
So you may have a sheet number 3, 4 like this. So I'm searching a blank sheet in the same workbook. So therefore, my workbook sheet has 11, sheet number 11. Is it okay now, everyone? Should I press OK? When you press OK, what is visible when I entering the necessary addresses? So when I press OK, okay, let me have, what is that? Exiting worksheet, sheet 1. Oh, I also select cell. Okay, yeah. Now if I select a cell, blank cell, and I just select OK, look at this. Is this screen visible to everyone what I'm getting? Are you getting this field? This track.
So can you just show once? So we'll go from insert.
Okay. Should I try again? So let me
Yes,
just
if that's possible.
yeah, I'll just close this. What I'm doing now, go to a blank sheet, any blank sheet, and just select a cell, say called A1, like this. And then you have the option, say insert, and there is an option called pivot chart. Pivot chart. Okay, so when you select the pivot chart, it shows a dialog box. Since already I have created this sheet, so it is showing different. But when you show the insert command and pivot chart, it will show you the T. So I'll remove this sheet. Let us say I remove this sheet. I remove this sheet and I'll do again for you. I just create a blank sheet. So this is a blank sheet, sheet number 12. Now I'm just selecting this cell A1 and now I'm just selecting the pivot chart. So I have a dialog box. I write the name in the first select table or range, say GARD data. And then in the existing worksheet, the location is already selected. Sheet number 12, cell address E1. When I press OK, it shows me these options. Now, can you see this option now? Yes. Can you see this option?
Sir, we are not getting the pivot chart where it is.
You're not getting pivot chart.
No.
So maybe if you have Excel version, I don't know which Excel version maybe you are working with. It is available in all Excel version, whether it is a Microsoft Excel 7 or 13 or 16 or latest maybe 20. In all version, this tool is available. Just go to the Insert tab. In Insert tab, search the option called pivot table or pivot chart. Just look at that. You can try again and just tell me whether you are able to do it.
Found that pivot chart. So it is showing
Yes.
select a range.
Yeah. When you see the select a range means what? You have given the name of the data set that is there, right?
That is dart data.
Yeah, that name that is given, either name is available or maybe you create a name of your choice, or just you can remember that name so that we are having the name.
Okay, then it is use an external data source, use multiple consolidated range,
Let me
and
see.
then down there is an existing workbook, new worksheet.
Yeah, new worksheet, right? Right.
Yeah, it has come, sir. Yeah, it is there.
It has come. Okay, now let's see. So when it
Yes.
is coming now, see the option that I'm just sharing with you. Okay. See, the now charting is very simple. Usual charting, when we have some data set in a few cells or few columns and row, then we have to go for the option called insert and then chart. But when we have a huge data set and I want to create chart from the pivot options, then I have the option. So when you open this, can you see on the right hand side pivot chart fields, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Now just look at the fields. Now why they are called fields? The column names that we have included in our range as a naming, when we're naming the range, we have added the column names. So the column names are treated as a field. Okay, so I can see in my field option the age group, race, shoots completed, insurance type, medical assistant, location type. I can see like this. Right. So I can select any one of the field. Just I can use my mouse and I can just select the mouse, and pressing the mouse, I drag this. Suppose I drag the shoots and I drag shoots here in the summation, sigma sign and values. Did you see this one? What I'm doing?
Yes, sir. Done, sir.
Yeah. So when I select this, it shows me something, a graph which is not properly visible, which I wanted to see. Right. So it is directly creating some kind of a chart. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now what you can do with the next step, since it is showing me the sum of the doses. So there are total, the codes for the data set was dose 0, 0, 1 to like this. So when you add they are adding some the codes. So we don't want the sum. So instead of sum, what we can use, when I press on the sum, one more dialog box is open. Can you see this dialog box now?
Yes, sir.
Now there is a last option is called value field setting. So the field called shoots, where the fields are showing me the values 0, 1, 2, like they are codings. So I cannot use the option sum. I just go to the value field settings. When I go to the value field setting, I have new dialog box. Can you see the new dialog box? Yes, everyone. Those who are trying. When I see this sum of shoots, and I just click through mouse, it is opening me one more option, value field setting. Just I'm going to the value field setting, and then there is options which value I want to display for my field. So I want to display, say it is a, there are categories coding 0, 1, 2. So I just use the option count. When I use the count, it shows me the now count, not the sum. Immediately, when I press OK, it shows me the count. Okay.
Yes, sir. Count of shots.
Yeah. Now I want to see the what data is shown in the left corner, a column, say cell A2. I just see 1413. It shows me the total number of observations. This is row size. Now I will just make some changes. I'll use some another variable. They are also coded. I use the completed. Suppose I completed the option I'll use here. When I use completed, it shows me the table expansion. Look at the table expansion. And look at the chart is also modified. What I did, simply you selected completed, using mouse pressing, I drag this variable in the completed option, and immediately the chart view is also different. And I'm looking at here the different kind of the table.
So it is
What should-
instead of rows, it is showing axis. So should I take the completed to axis?
Where did you drag this completed in the form of row option?
It's not showing row, it's showing AXIS bracket categories.
Let me do first again. You were having
Yeah,
this
it has
much.
come, sir. It has come. The same thing, I think. Comes.
Just select the completed option, and just this completed option I'm putting here. I'll remove from this. Okay, this was not required. So completed. Now this is showing me this one. Okay. Is this okay, everyone?
Or we are not getting properly. Where we from get this table?
Okay. Okay. Let us see. Were you able to see this screen pivot chart field? Did you reach up to this?
No, on our sheet is not showing this. Where it is?
The sheet is shared through Google Drive link. If you could download the sheet, then we have proceeded with the one of the file data sets, and from the data set file we are taking the this analysis, simple basic analysis, through the data set called Gardasil. Were you able to see this?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. So when you can see this Gardasil file, I have just named this entire the data that is given into the column A to column J and row 1 to row 1414. So I have given the name, and then in the this another blank sheet, I just selected the option insert, and then I selected the pivot chart. When I selected pivot chart, it was asking me which data you want to use. So I have given the name Gardasil data. So that name I have entered, and in which sheet you want to do this graphical presentation. So I selected the blank sheet. So first you select the blank sheet, select the cell, and then just follow the steps. Is it okay, everyone, now?
Yeah.
Now we see the pivot chart field. I just remove everything. They are all fields. They are column headings. Column level. So when my successful inputs are available, then this Excel sheet shows me the new blank sheet, shows me some kind of the chart area blank, pivot chart area, and even pivot table area blank. So I select something from this meaningful columns. I will select. Let me select the shoots, means the doses. So I select this one, and I just drag to mouse here. since they are categories and they are labeled as 0, 1, 2, or the number of doses, since they are integers, so I do not use the sum option. I select the option, say value field setting, and then I select the option from the dialog box, new dialog box. Instead of sum, I select the count. When I select the count, pressing OK, it shows me the now count. Now I want to make my table more informative, so I select few more fields from this field box, field area. So I select completed. When I select completed here, it shows me the table as well as shows me the graph. Is it easy for everyone, or we are trying? Were you able to get this one? Please tell me. Now what we can do now, since the codes are given 0 and 1, so we want to label the charts. Therefore, the chart should be properly meaningful as well as it shows information that we are showing to present. This is a bar diagram that I'm showing. Simple bar diagram. The categories that I'm showing here, the doses that has been used, and then I'm just trying to follow the options called axis category that is completed. So in the completed option, if you go back to the Gardasil data, what is the coding for completed? So completed means what? The patient complete the 3 doses this protocol or not. So we can just write a 0 for no and for yes. So just we go to the our sheet 12, and then I'll just change this label. So 0 means no. So did not complete. And then we say here completed. When I do this, it shows me this kind of the information. Now my chart is updated with the bar giving the information did not complete and complete. Are you able to see this one, friends?
Sir, one question.
Yes, yes.
Sir, when we drag the field into that particular section, that by default setting, that column maybe take place. If we
Yes,
convert it
default chart
into
is
that,
column.
okay,
Default
okay,
chart
okay,
is column. It is
okay,
you
okay.
can modify now chart if you want to display your data, the different
Mhm.
kind of thing, then you can change.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. So these were the column. This is a bar diagram, simple bar diagram. Let me change the chart type. Let me have the chart type. Let us say we want to select the option. Now we can go to the when you select the chart on the Excel menu, we have 3 options with the change with the option pivot chart, analyze, design, and format. Can you see up above this ribbon in the first one? When I say design option, and when I say format option, it shows me different kind of the editing part of the chart. Okay. And I can just modify my chart. So I want to change the chart option, say change the chart type. When I just put the right click option, I see the next dialog box, change chart type. Let me have, say, let me try with the pie. When I see the pie, look at the pie diagram. When I see the pie diagram, just I have selected pie diagram. So this column diagram now is changing to the pie diagram. Look at this. Can you see this? I have just modified the chart. Were you able to do it? Earlier it was a column diagram. I had just select the chart option, right click, and I have changed the chart type. Now I want to see the number of shoots where what is the shoot? Let us say, yeah, it was shown as a complete or not completed. Let me have this. Now I want to see the options. Let us go to the option. This is a sheet one. Okay. Is it okay, everyone? Are you able to do it? Yes. What I did, I have dragged one same variable shoots field into the column filter option. What this benefits to me, that is the option. I'm selecting this filter. Are you able to do it now, everyone? I have just dragged the same field name shoots into the option called filter. You can see here, my mouse point here. What is this benefit of this? What I want to see as the display when I want to show this my presentation on the changing the values. At present, it shows me the all doses, dose 1, dose 2, dose 3, the total of all, the count of all. So I want the count of specific doses. So when I use the filter option, and then when I select this option here on the dose shoots, now in the column A and column B shows me the filtered value. That is, I can select of my choice. If I just press the drop down menu, I have 3 options, 1, 2, 3. So they are coding. So dose 1 means dose 1 is completed or not completed, dose 2 completed or not completed, dose 3 completed or not completed. So I just select the multiple items, and I'm just not checking all option. I'm just checking the option 3. When I see the option 3 and I press OK, that shows me a different pie diagram. Look at this. Since this is simply a pie diagram not having any information, we can go to the chart and we can just modify the chart. So we design the chart and want to add some options in this one. Let me have add data labels. You can add the data labels. I'm adding the labels 469, 68. So I can just modify this, and let me just change this, and I want to focus on the chart now completely. Let me have some options. Again, format data labels. There is an option called format. And then I want to, instead of value, I want to see percentage, because pie diagram is better to show by percentage. So I'm just showing percentage, and I just remove the values. So I show the percentage. Then I want to see the category names. There is a category name. I have not given the category name. So I want to give the category name. Okay, these 3 shoots. So it should show me the category name, series name, did not complete, completed. So 13% participants in this particularly this one. Let me just remove this. Yeah, again, let us see. Add data labels. Format data labels. Okay, so I want to see the category name. Sorry, series name. Yeah. Because of this chart, it should show. Yeah, it is showing. Okay, it is showing. It is showing by leader. Okay, so it is showing me pointing to the format data label. So I'm just showing this one. If I uncheck the show leader line, it will show me the values. Okay, so if I show, it is showing me this one. Okay, the effect you can visualize this in the diagram. So total means did not completed. There are 68. If I use the percentage option, it shows me the percent option, but maybe it is slow because it is online. I'm sharing the sheet, but this effect is quickly visible when you try without online. So at present, it is slow in the form of online sharing. So when you select percentage, it shows the percentage. Now it is showing percentage. Okay. So I may just use this. I may just use percentage. Okay. And then shows the percentage. So it is little bit slow while showing me the labels. Friend, is it clear? Just tell me whether I'm going very fast or you are going as per the instructions. Are you able to do it? Anyone who can just give me the some information? Is it possible for you to
Yes,
get
sir,
this?
it is possible.
Yes, yes. Anything that you can find difficult, just tell me. So this
Sir,
is some,
I
yeah.
have one. Sir, can we use these for multiple choice questions?
Yeah, fine. You can use multiple choice question also. That was I say. When you have some questionnaire data, when you have
Yes, sir.
questionnaire survey data, then questionnaire data I have the options multiple choice A, B, C, D, and then
Yes,
you
sir.
can code them 1, 2, 3, 4. You need codes.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Like
Yes.
the sheet that I'm sharing showing, they are all codes. They are all
Mm.
codes. So I need codes for any
Mm.
type of field. So your question one has a 4 option, question two has a 4 option, and then you can write in a column question one, question two, question three, and the row means your participants.
Mm-hmm.
That you can do it. Now, if this is now dragging in and just putting your proper field is a kind of a fun thing that you can change it. You can learn different ways of creating graphs. So that is very easy for us to create the graph. Let us create some more complicated graphs that we can create. So maybe we can create some different graphs and let us say now I want to create some more graphs. So since I have removed that field, okay, pivot field, chart field I have removed. So where is that? So when I select this table area, there is a option pivot chart table analyze. Now when I select pivot chart table analyze, there is a called field list on the right hand side. When I click on field list, I can see the field list back. I can see the field list back. So I can get this one. Now I want to see this again this table in terms of say by gender wise. Okay, do I have gender options? Uh, yeah, say age group or race. I have to see in which race this three doses being completed. Let me just select the race and I select this race here in the row option. I remove this from and I remove this. Okay. Now it shows me too many different section of the pie. So pie is not suitable. Okay. So instead of this, I can just go to the charge type, charge rate type, and just I go to the again the bar. Okay. Let me have the bar diagram, column diagram. Okay. And just put the okay. Now, since they are showing me labels, so I just remove the label because they are showing too much difficulty for readability purpose. So I just label, I would just change the label. So I don't want to use any label, series name, categories, values. I don't want anything. Just I want to give this one. Now, this is what I have just. Now, what is this? How this chart look like? Let us see. It is a column bar diagram. You can see there are two categories simultaneously shown the X line. Did not complete and completed. Who are these? They are the having the 3 doses, those who have completed or not completed. That I am showing. And this 0, 1, 2, 3 means what? The race. Which type of the persons? So in the race, when we go to back to the data set, the race has the labels. 0 means the white, 1 means black. So let me just change this label. So I just go to the label. 0 means white. Then 1 means it is black and then Hispanic like this. So let me have black and then Hispanic, and then I'm just putting the last name which is given in this case, others. Okay, unknown, other or unknown, the others. So this is what I'm changing the codings shown in my table, and therefore now when I look at my graph, it shows me the values or the columns. So I can just put the race here. I can see the table, it is modified, table is modified, and I can see the distribution of 68 like this, and then distribution of 469 like this. So this total is 537. So this is what showing me only the those who have completed or not completed the 3 doses. Instead of race, I want to just go to the age group. So I remove the race option. I just select the age group option, and I just go to age group. Now I have age group. Look at the again I have a column bar. So let me have this one. The 0 means who are the age group. Okay, we have 2 age group. If you see this one, and first age group is 0 to 11 to 17 years. So just go to here, 11 to 17 years. 11 to 17 years. Okay. And then I want to change here second one, that is the 18 to 26 years. Cancel. 18 to 26 years. When I do this, my graph is now more visible to me. That what is that? For category 1, did I have that change? What was the change is effective? Why it is not showing? Maybe it is again taking more time to see the effect. Okay, and it is showing me this one, this one, this one. It shows me 11 to 17 years. One means 18 to 26 years. It is not shown here. It is effect maybe there later on. Is it okay, friends? Is it easy for you now if I just drag some of the fields in different portion? I can see the table. I can see the graph also. Yes. Anyone? Now what you can do, just try when you put this age group, this field, just in terms of the legend option. What happened to this in the chart? Look at this. Just I have changed this age group field from here axis to, I just changed to the legend. Now what happened to the chart? Look at this. Now I can see the multiple columns. It shows me the labels. The blue shows me 11 to 17 years, and orange shows the 18 to 26 years. And it shows me the categorized did not complete the 3 doses of this vaccine, and these are completed. Just by changing the field from one portion location to another location, I can say this the change in my display of chart. Look at this. Can you see this effect? Friends, are you getting the thing that I'm trying to just put this way?
Yes, sir.
Presentation. Yeah. Now I want to change this chart. I want to change this chart. It is a multiple. What is another option? Can anyone suggest multiple option? If I say change chart type, and there is an option, the change chart type, there is an option called the next one, this one, percentage. When I see percentage, when I see this close, is it effect is not done? Why it is showing very slow? Change chart type. Then I will select this. Okay, then I put okay, sorry. Now it is showing me now the percentage. So the green part is above this one, age group. So we have a different look of my data set. I can show the labels on the green, blue part, green, orange part by putting just add labels. So add data labels and I just select add data labels. It shows me the numbers 19, 49, 20, 22 to 49 like this. So this shows me the options called completed, did not completed the 3 doses of the persons who are uh, uh, of different age group. I want to add something more in that. Say medical assistant, is it medical assistant required or not? So I just select this and I select this one into the axis option. I remove this from field. Look at this. I will remove this. Remove. Yeah, look at this now. It is showing me now again a more classification. Did not complete and 0 and 1 and 0 and 1. Means what is 0 means? If you go back to the next variable medical assistant, you go to medical assistant, when I say medical assistant, what is there? Means a person needs that medical assistance, 0 for no and 1 for yes. So I say yes or no, medical assistant. So just I am putting this entry into my table. When I have created the table, let us go back to the table. So no assistance is required and 1 means yes. So I want the medical assistance that I can see here and I can just look at my graph. I want to go back to my field. So I just select this. So I got the field. Friends, is it okay? Is it easy or you find still more tough? Yes. See, when you do with the software, maybe software is required to understand their possible commands and kind of the some of the tools that you have to enter data specifically. Here, pivot chart and pivot table options are very efficient. That maybe replacing the knowing software first and then doing analysis. This could be more easy. Now, what I can do now, simply just for the sake of your, just for sake of some uh, experiment, just I put this medical assistant here. Now, what happened to that? It is showing something different. I just put age group here. Look at it now. I get age group, I get did not complete, completed, and I get this one yes or no, medical assistance required or no. So see, this is something the requirement from the person who is showing the charts. What type of chart that you want to show, and how you want to display your information that conveys the right information. And therefore, it should reflect the proper information that you want to write in your say write-up. And therefore, the chart should be properly given. Hope that this is understood. Yes, anyone? Were you able to reach up to this level? Yes, friends.
Yes, sir.
Now, there is also an option when I select this table. Okay, and in that table option, this table is created by the pivot commands directly. So I have option when I select the pivot table analyze, then in the left hand corner, where is that option? Say, let me have design. Yeah, in the design option, you have the 4 options on the leftmost corner up when my mouse is pointed. Showing subtotals, showing grand totals, showing a report layout or blank. So you can modify your display of table. Suppose I want to just select the option grand totals. And I have 4 options given to me that I don't want to show the totals. I don't want to show the total. So let me have this, I say off for rows and columns. So when I remove these totals, the table is again changed. It is modified just as a display. The quantity or numbers are there, but I'm just changing the option off for rows and on. Then it is showing me. If I say on, it shows me both the totals. If I want to just say only for rows, it shows me only for rows. It will hide for columns. Okay. If I say only columns, it shows me total columns. Are you able to see this one? How I can just show the total, or I can hide the total values from the table. So just selecting the and design option of the pivot chart table, and I just select the 4 options. Subtotals, I want to hide subtotals. Do not show subtotals. So if I remove the do not show, it hides the subtotals. It shows only grand totals. I want to show the all subtotals. So it shows me at the bottom. You may use the option subtotal at the top. Are you getting this idea what I'm doing? Friends, if you practice again yourself, then it is be more, you may find more interesting to get your work that is being shown by graphs as well as pivot table. Quick table are created, and you can modify the display whenever you want to copy this table into your Word document, copy this chart into the your Word document. You can see here on the chart option also, you can see the filters. Means when you see the shoot option, it was a filter variable. I have selected 3. If I select, say, only 2, if I select only 2 and I just select 2, what is the change in my display? Look at the displays are different. The display is different. Look at this. When I change the number of doses, that is who have taken the 2 doses, what is the status of this figures in the age group? So this field option can be also modified from the chart. So just putting this one, it can show you some dynamic changes in the graphs quickly. You can understand how the effect is made on the display of chart. Is it okay, friends? And last one, that is what I just want to show this one. See the table, I select the table and I just go to the design option, and then I just show the report layout, show in a tabular form. So it shows me in tabular form. Look at this. What I did, simply report layout. I select report layout, show in a tabular form. Okay. Show in outline form. You can just see the effect of the outline form. Look at this one. Okay. So you just try and just see the changes in the display of tables. Is it okay, friends? Up to this? Just give me reply, your reply, whether you are doing parallel with me or you just you are finding something not easy. Yes. Yes, friends. Anything from your side? I have something more to show on the pivot table again. Let us see now again the field options. Let me have the field options. Okay, just this table and just go to pivot. Yeah, I got this one. Now, what happens to this? Now I want to display this number not by 13, 49, 219 like this. I want to see this number as a percentages, right? So in the count of this doses, 3 shoots, I just select this one, count of shoots, and I just go to the option value field setting. Now value field setting, when I go, I have this dialog box. Then I have two tabs, summarize values by count, and the next option is show value as. So I just select show value as, and then in the show value as, I have the option no calculation, means nothing, no effect I want to see in my table, or I can change the effect of display of the numbers. I say percentage of the row total. If I select percent of the row total, I press OK, and then if I see, the numbers are changed to the percentage. Look at this. Now all displays in terms of the percentages. So in the age group 11 to 17 years, 26% of the 26% approximately need the assistance, and they have completed the 3 doses. This is what I can write as a statement of my values. Say in the age group 18 to 26, sorry, they are not completed the 3 doses. So 18 to 26 years, if I see in the next row that say 95% of the participant did not require any assistance, medical assistance, and they have completed the 3 doses. So this gives me the summary of my findings just by writing a statement into the looking at the table. So what I did, simply I go to the count of shoots and I just select value field settings, and I have selected the option show values as, and I just select percent of total. If I want to remove this, I say no calculation. I just press OK. All values will be as it is. Is it okay, friends? Should we proceed now? Yeah. Anything from your side, please? Are you able to get it, what I'm trying to say? Yes. Anyone? I am not hearing anything from participants. If it is understood, then we can proceed. If you
Yes,
can,
sir, we can. Sir.
yeah. So I think this pivot chart and pivot table option is, I think, somewhat needs practice. Only just by looking at for 1 hour of the discussion won't be that much easy. You need to something do as your own self, that is given as a sheet shared with you, so you can try and you can create different graphs that is required. Okay. Now we want to move further as per the requirement. We will see some of the uh, calculations. Now I will not focus on this data on Gardasil data. We have variety of chart that you can produce and you can get the numbers. So let us have something more other than this one. We will focus on the statistical part now, since this is a graphical presentation. Statistical parts includes the some of the calculations, and that calculations are to be interpreted carefully. And Excel gives me direct computations, but their computations has to be validated in the form of statistical theory. So if I use this option called, I will show you something new today, that is called Bootstrap. Maybe some of you are knowing this if you have come across with some data analysis, or if it is new, then let us discuss what is a Bootstrap. Bootstrap is a statistical method to validate the estimates. We do some kind of calculations and estimates, and then we try to check the estimates are say they are validated, means they are accurate, means because our observations are not too many. Like in a Gardasil data, we have too many observations. But maybe in a real sense, when we have data set on the few observations, then how can I verify the accuracy of my estimates? Okay, so this data I'm showing you what I'm doing here. I'll do it for you again, right? This is the one column I'm showing here. In the column A, I'm writing 1, 2, 3, 7. So there are 7 observations. And in the column B, I have some observations 94, 197 up to 23. I hope that this is visible. Okay, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now I'm doing this because this sheet is not present in your Excel sheet. Okay. So I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you with a fresh blank sheet. I'll just copy these numbers for the purpose of doing the analysis. Let me have this copy and I just create a new blank sheet and I go there. Here. Let me have this. So you can also type this number. Okay. So please type this number. Let us see what I want to do it. Anyone from the some of the basic statistical calculations that you are come across with the your study? Do you know arithmetic mean? Do you know the standard deviation? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
You know these are summary statistics. So simple
Means
values.
you are talking
Yeah,
about central tendencies, sir.
yeah, central tendencies. So I think they are I think familiar for the many of the participants maybe what I am doing here. So I want to compute the mean of these 7 numbers. Okay, mean of the 7 numbers. So in Excel we have direct calculations. Okay, we don't have to do manual calculations. Suppose I want to compute mean. So let me compute mean. I'm writing mean here. I have to compute mean in this cell. Okay, so what is the Excel options? Just you can type equal to, and then you can type the some Excel function called it is called a function, but it is inbuilt facility that computes this task. So I just write ABERAGE. Write this name. This is called average. So I know the name, therefore I type here. If you don't know the name, then you have to search the where this function are. So we first finish this, and then we look at the searching for the functions. So AVERAG, I just put the starting bracket because it is a function. So I need the starting bracket and closing bracket. So I just select this one and I select using mouse. The cell is highlighted. So when I drag the mouse downward, I finish my selection. I release my mouse and then I just go to the function that is name average and I finish the bracket. When I do this, I get the mean of this number 86.85 like this. So the mean of this 7 number is 86. Hope that this is not difficult. Just we have to remember what are the names of some of the summary statistics that we can do it. Suppose I want to compute median. How do I compute median? Just I am computing median. So writing MEDIAN, median, and then I just compute by similar procedure, repeating, putting the cells on the first cell, dragging the mouse downward, finishing this. When I compute median, please can anyone just explain me what median returns as a calculation? If anyone participant can explain me what median represents as a measure of central tendency.
The middle of
Hmm?
right in the middle of your data.
Middle of the data and middle.
Yes.
Yes,
Since the
yes,
see,
I think the
if
middle
I
number,
rearrange
the
these
number is in
numbers,
the middle.
how can I rearrange this
Yes.
number in the Excel sheet? If I want to rearrange this, okay. So when I select the entire this cell range, and then I just go back to the option here. On the right hand corner, I have the sort option. Right. So suppose I use the sort option. I just sort option. I say sort smallest to largest. So continue with the selection. I don't want to expand. So I don't want to change the order of say in column A numbers. So I just select the continue with the selection. So I just say sort. So now it has sorted. Means what? Center means what? 94 is in the center. 86 is also close to the 94, not exactly, but 86 is also falling in the center. So median shows that there are 3 observations below median and 3 observations are above median. So it is a positional value. And then one more thing that I want to use it. Perhaps this could be either new or maybe you are knowing this. I want to compute since mean is taken as an estimate. Estimate of some unknown quantity, constant. Okay, we call them as a parameter. So unknown constant we call parameter. So 86.85 is taken as the estimate of the some parameter value. So estimate means what? We have data. This data I call this data as a sample, and we have data called opposite to sample type. We have population data, means the data we believe that is a part of a huge collection, maybe hypothetically or maybe feasibly it is a existing, but we are not approaching each and every individuals in the population, so we only restricted to take only few individuals, and from individuals we get some observations. Like when you do some survey with the humans, questionnaire survey or any survey, you are not approaching each and every individual. You are designing your plan, and you are either sending the request to selected participants in your particular survey based on certain criteria. You are not asking everyone to give the response to your questionnaire or data collection. You are restricted to just send your information as a questionnaire to few group of people to whom you expect that they give you response. So this could be a sample. So potential informers are the sample that can give you the information about certain task. This sample. So this 86.574 is called estimate of the unknown. This unknown exists in the population. Is a population. Sorry. Population mean. Okay. So population means what? It is a constant. Population mean is a constant because all observations exist hypothetically or present, it may be available, but the population mean is unknown. The only reason is we are not handling all information in the population. So we think that sample mean is the best candidate to represent this population, and therefore it is taken as an estimate. So when we use the sample can be different for different individuals. So we compute the say some representation of the sample mean as the validation. So I say this one. Standard of estimate. What is this one? How likely these estimates is reliable to make certain further data analysis, like in hypothesis testing or some more calculations. How this number 86.8574 is reliable in the sense what information that is providing by mean, and how it is changing my decision portion when I do some kind of analysis, say the hypothesis test. So that is what I want to compute standard error estimate. Hope that some of you are knowing, or if it is new, then we just focus on the formula, what the formula it is. It is given by is the standard deviation of this data set. Okay, so I compute standard deviation. So let me have the new cell standard deviation. Then what is the formula? Just press this one and I'm just writing standard deviation. So STDEV, and just I'm putting this, and just I'm selecting again with the same technique, standard deviation. So it is computing standard deviation. Friends, because of Excel, I am not showing you the formula of each of the term that I'm just calculating. So formula for
standard deviation upon root n, na?
Yeah, it is going. It is showing root with square root. By default, it shows square root. Okay. If you don't want square root, then you should change the name of this function. If I use the VAR, it shows me the variance. Variance means without square root. If I take square root of this, then it will show me the standard deviation. Look at this. It is standard deviation. So standard deviation is the square root of the variance. So there is a mathematical formula which I am not able to show because of this. We are working on the Excel. But is it okay, everyone, before proceeding to the next task?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Can you please
So,
elaborate about the standard deviation?
Yeah, this is standard deviation. This
Okay.
is showing me, yeah, how I calculate standard deviation, right? this is not difficult. Just I compute, since I have the 7 observations, the mean is given to me, it is 6.85. So what I'm doing now, I'm just simply writing equal to, and I'm just writing this bracket and this 16 minus this mean. Okay, and just putting this putting dollar sign. The reason is that I want to fix this difference that is mean from each observation. When I press enter, it shows me the difference. Now we just drag this. It shows me the differences. Okay, from all observations. Now if you add these differences, what is sum of this? Okay, what is sum of the, what do you expect? If you are doing with me, what is the method? Just write the number and write the difference with a dollar sign, fixing the dollar sign. If I just proceed, what I'm getting with this, and what is the final result if I want to add these numbers? Can anyone suggest me? If you are familiar with them. Yes, what will be the sum? Yes. Anyone? Or you can try.
What was the question? What was the question again, Doctor?
Yeah. This is what I'm doing now. 16, the first cell, 16, the address is B1 minus the mean. The address is B9. But for fixing the difference from each observation to the common value mean, I put the dollar sign so that the difference will be remained as from each observation and mean. So when I get this one, I get the first difference. If I see the second, I have the difference of 23 and it is 6.85. If I just see the next cell, I have the same difference like this. Is it okay now?
Yes, I understand that part, but I was asking what was your question? You said something
My-
about the sum of, but I didn't get that.
What is sum of this? Can you answer me? What is sum of this? What do you think?
When you say sum, you mean adding all that up?
Addition. The
Yes.
column C data. If I add
Yes,
all
is
these
that what
seven
you
numbers-
okay? So that was a question. Okay.
Yeah, this is my question.
Okay, good. It's just adding them up.
We also add some more advanced tools in the Excel so that we can work simultaneously. We can explore some of the statistical ideas. So therefore, this portion I am selecting as a bootstrap. So if you have done this completion of addition of these 7 numbers, what do you find in your Excel sheet? Yes, friends. Yes, anyone? If you have finished this.
Yes, I have finished.
So what do you find as a total of the numbers in column C?
Total. Okay, let me find out this. Huh?
Yes. Please reply. How do I get the sum quickly? See, when we use Excel, so something that we can do some more calculations quickly if we know some of the basics tools that is available to us from Excel, and we identify them.
Okay, as I can see, there is AutoSum there. Can we use that AutoSum?
I want to sum. So, see, I'm selecting the cells. I want to
Okay.
sum So I'm writing here, say, heading sum of these
Okay.
7 numbers. Okay.
Okay.
I have to add. Now, what you can do now, if you don't do the summing process like you do on calculator,
Okay.
but you can take the advantage of the Excel. There is on the right hand corner, there is an option called summation
Auto
symbol.
function.
Okay, so when you press this, it is directly calculating the sum. You can see, notice that the sum is 0. Can you see this?
Yes.
Sum is 0. So the mean is taken as an estimate of the mean of the population. This is sample mean 86.85. So in population also we may have mean. So the population mean also satisfies same kind of properties. Therefore we take the mean, and now we identify that difference of each number and the mean. When you compute, it gives me the total 0. Are you able to identify this one, everyone? Now, what I want to do it, I have to just press equal to, I just want to press the square of this. So just putting equal to sign and squaring this. When I square this, it gives me the huge number. Now the number is square, so they are free from the sign. Just dragging my mouse downward, I'm getting this. And again, I'm pressing the sum. So I get 26746.86. So when you do this, you get the sum of these, the squares. I have squared the differences. So it's a standard deviation, and this is variance. Okay. So I want to compute variance from this cell. So I have the number 26746.86. So I just computed by writing this one 26746.86 divided by, there is a formula in statistics that we can use as a standard deviation or variance. Divide this by, instead of 7, divided by 6. You will notice that it gives me same number as I did with the function. I get same value as the division. So if I take square root, I get the standard deviation. Hope that you are able to understand this. Should we move further?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what is then? I'm showing something advanced in the technique of the Excels. We want to do some kind of a sampling. Bootstrap is basically one of the type of sampling. Sampling is what you want to select. So if I have 100 persons in my list and I want to select, say, 10 persons, they are humans, then the selection of 10 humans can be done in a different way. But statistically, principle says that you select with same equal probability, or giving each and everyone equal preferences, and then you select them. So this procedure of selecting the 10 humans out of 100 humans is thought to be as a random sampling. And therefore, we want to do the random sampling. When we discuss the sampling and when we talk about bootstrap, the sample from the sample again. So these are the 7 numbers. I do the sampling means I select the 7 numbers out of the same 7 numbers. Okay, please understand my wordings. I will select from the 7 numbers, again 7 numbers. There are 2 methods. One is with replacement. Another is without replacement. What is with replacement? What is without replacement? When you do some kind of survey, kind of information, when you collect data from survey, you approach the individuals. These individuals, once you get a response from one person as a questionnaire, you are not asking the same question to the same person. So your data includes the responses of each and every different persons. So you are doing a collection of data by the sense of or by the meaning of the technique called without replacement. One person gives the response, then he is not or she is not giving response again. You are approaching some another individual, and therefore, when you do such kind of selection of persons in from the bigger group, you are following the method called without replacement. You are not asking a person same questionnaire again. And with replacement is a technique where you are again allowing the repetitions. You are allowing the repetitions. Now there is a question not of questionnaire or not survey type of problems. The problems may be different. The problems may be different. The reason is the with replacement as it ensures the equal probability of selection. Since the probability theory is a huge maybe idea in the statistics, but it is not easy for everyone. But those who are from background of statistics may be realizing that why I'm talking about the probability of the equal probability of the selection. So I use the word with replacement. So maybe I have some say tickets. I just write now 1 to 7, and I want to select one ticket randomly from say some of the bag that I have creating, and I'm putting the just labeling the tickets 1 to 7. I'm just putting one, getting one cheats at randomly. I note down the number and put cheats the same cheat in the bag again, and again I select the cheat randomly, blindly. So the previous cheat which I have drawn, I put back into the bag, and therefore when I next draw, it is likely that I have again same cheat can be selected. Such a procedure is called with replacement. So we want to select these observations, 7 observations with replacement. This is something new. Perhaps I am not sure how many of you are knowing this idea from statistical perspective and bootstrap. Okay, so do with me if you are ready with all this calculation finished. Can I start now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Yes. So now what you can do, there is a function. Okay, I'm writing a function. It is called because I want to do some random sampling. Means I want to select randomly. So I don't want to select the number 16 first. It is not by my choice. I don't want to select number 23. It is not by my choice. It could occur randomly in my selection. So there is an option called, I'm writing here, R, A, and D, B, T, between, random number between. I'm writing here, starting bracket, bottom is option showing me. So smallest number is the number 1, unit number 1, and then the number 7. When I finish my input, what do I see when I press enter? Look at this. When I press enter, I see number 7 randomly. Okay. If I press this, if I highlight this cell again, and I just press enter, look at the number 7 was replaced by number 3. Can you see this effect? What is the formula? I'm just copying the formula here for you. What is the formula? R, A, and D between 1, 7. And it just press equal to sign when you write the formula before the name of the function, write equal to sign. And then just you go back, you will see this number 2. So whenever you highlight this, I can see the change in the number. Even you press on your keyboard, the F9 key, you notice that every time whenever you press F9 key, the numbers are automatically updated and the new number is shown on the content, cell content, G1. Okay, look at this. Can you see this effect? Are you able to understand now this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now what you can do now, I will drag this. What happened to this? Look at this. The sequence that I'm writing here, the number is 5, then 1, 7, 5, 6, 4, 1. Look at the number 5 is coming 2 times. number 1 is coming 2 times. This means what? The numbers means label, the cheat label is appearing again. So this process is called with replacement kind of the strategy, that we select the numbers, then we want to select the observations. So I first give the numbers to the observations, and then I want to select the observations. Is it okay, everyone?
Sir, can you elaborate this some real life example, this replacement kind of thing, sir?
See, basically in a survey type, we don't have this with replacement kind of the issue. Maybe when we illustrate the probability calculations, we focus on this. Say, let me have, suppose you have your mobile cell phone number. You write your cell phone number with a 9 digits, right? Okay. And then you have your number, or you are creating a password to your cell so that no one can access your phone. So you're writing a password with say 4 digits only. That digits are 1 to 9, for example. And uh, someday you lost your cell phone, and some pick up your phone and wants to unlock the phone. Just a simple hypothetical situation. So the password is of 4 digits. How many times the person should try so that the person can unlock your phone? How do I do it? So password can be having all digits possible. This could be the thing that maybe how can I get this?
So, sir, can we consider as a permutation combination kind of thing, something like?
Yeah, that is what with replacement. No, this numbers
Okay.
appears with replacement. So I want to try with a all kind of all combinations. I try, and then I get. So each of this combination, each of the digit has equal chances of attempt, and then you are creating combination of 4 digits. So that for this process, eventually, though person is not from statistic background, but is doing activity like from statistics as with replacement. Okay.
Thank you,
We
sir.
have many cases because I'm not elaborating. The reason is because there has connection with some more refined techniques in statistics where we have idea of with replacement. So to understand with replacement, maybe I have to give that concepts again because we have not discussed that. So this is what I can give the example, but there are many examples of with replacement. Okay. Anyone who wants to give me ask a question? Someone is raising the question hand.
Yes, sir,
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
And I don't
Yes.
know, I have written that formula run between 1 and 7, but it didn't give me the random number.
Yeah. Were you able to see the execution in your own Excel sheet?
Yes, I'm on the Excel sheet.
Is it giving you the answer?
No.
You have to write equal to sign. Equal to
No,
sign,
no, no, I
then
didn't put
R
it.
and D between. Did you write this?
Okay, no,
this
I
way?
didn't put the equal sign. I didn't put the
Yeah.
equal sign.
Yeah. Put equal to sign. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So whenever I just press F9 key on my keyboard, this sequence is automatically updated. See, I don't see the earlier number which I was observing initially. Now when I press F9 key, the numbers are changing. This is what the rand between. So this is one technique that I can use it for selection. So I just put this function here so that you can use it. Now I'll use another function, which is a new in advanced Excel. We have a new function that I want to show you, right? So just understand what I'm trying to use this. Okay. First of all, I select this cell A1 and I'll select these 2 different columns. I just go to this selection and I go to the left hand side, the name box. Okay. And I just I want to do some sampling with replacement. So I say data for with replacement. Just I'm writing some meaningful name so I can understand what name I am using. So data for with replacement. It is without maybe also with. Data for with replacement. This is the name of this range. So select this one and you give the meaningful name, or you can give a short name so that you can remember it whenever you want to use it later on. So I have just given the name data for with replacement. Is it okay, everyone? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Now what I'm doing now, here I'm giving writing a function. First I will write a function. It is in Excel we have different types of functions. One function is the address of the cell where I want to locate. So I use the function VLOOKUP, VLOOKUP. Okay, and then I just put the starting bracket. What lookup value I want to see, right? I want to look up these numbers. Okay. Table array. The next column table array. So table array I have written the name data for with replacement. So the name is automatically highlighted is a tips. So I just select this one. Then I want to use a column index number, in which column my data is there. Okay. So this one, let me just I select this one, sorry. So G1 first entry, then data for with replacement, then I put comma, it is column index number. So second column, the column B is important for me, so I write 2, and then I write again comma. When I write comma, I get by default some options. Matching. How do I match? I want to match this number. So numbers are integers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I say exact match. So exact match, and I finish this. So my entries are over. When I say press enter, I see the output of my this function. I get 23. Why it was 23? Because the number 1 was replaced by 2. So at number 2 in data set, I have the observation 23. If I update this by F9 key, then I can see the updates. You have to see 5. So first 5 on 5th position, I have number 99. If I press again, on 6th position, I have number 141. On position 2, I have again 23. Again, I see this positions. When the positions are changed, in the column H, the number is updated. Can you see this? I'll show this function by help. What you can type in your Excel sheet. Okay. So we look up G1 means the random but number between 1 to 7 I have selected. So I selected cell G1, then table having the name data for with replacement. The 2 means the second column I want in my output, and false means I want to match this number 2 with this number exactly in this column table. So 2 is matched with this one exactly. And therefore,
Sir, one question.
yes.
Sir, this with replacement, so is it possible that the same sheet we can use for multiple times?
Same sheet, which one?
The same data sheet, which we are
Yeah,
talking about, right?
multiple times. Yes, you can use
Okay,
it.
okay.
Basically, the concept of bootstrapping is you need the numbers with replacement. Repetition is allowed.
Okay,
See, the number 3 is coming 2 times. So when I use this formula, and suppose I drag this formula, look at the number, the number 1 is coming 2 times. So the corresponding observation 16, 16 is coming 2 times. Are you able to get everyone, other students, other participants? We are just running short of some time. What is time the ending of the session? Do we have another session after 3 o'clock?
No, sir, we have only from 1 to 3, sir.
Only 1 to 3. Then you don't have any session. Okay, fine. So I'll just take up to 3 o'clock because I want to show some scenario option is also there in the list. Is it okay now, everyone? Are you able to see this?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So now what you can do now, you can repeat this process. You can repeat this process. Let us change everything. Now I'll remove this. I'll repeat the process, same process again. But what I'm doing now, I will first write the numbers. I'll just change everything. Since we are learning it, so I'm doing this for you fast. So I'll show you what I have done. So I have written the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then I have written the bootstrap sample. So I do this procedure, say 100 times, 101 times. What is the formula? VLOOKUP. Okay, rand between 1, 7 data. This is the name of this cell is data which I have given, and the second column I want, and the match is exit. So false. What I'm doing now, I'm getting this row as the observations. The reason is that I want to see the calculations. So I got 100, 101 samples. These are called bootstrap samples. And then I compute for each sample. I compute for each sample the mean. The formula is mean, average. You know the value average. I compute average. For each sample, I compute median. For each sample, I compute means overall all samples. I have mean. I compute standard deviation of the mean, not the samples. Look at the change in the approach. What is the standard deviation I'm computing now? Standard deviation for the mean. I'm not computing standard deviation for each sample. I'm computing standard deviation for each of this mean values I'm computing. There are 101 values. I'm taking 50. I'm taking just first 50. So I'm getting standard deviation of the first 50 mean. This is standard deviation of the first 50 median values. And then what is this number 23.6? It is called. It is called in our own terminology. It is called standard error of estimate. It is called standard error of estimate. So what is standard error of estimate means? Let us see the formula. I'm giving the formula here. This is standard deviation of, let me just change this one. Standard deviation of this 7 observations and divided by square root 7. So when I get this formula is called standard error of estimate. And this same calculation I'm doing with the help of this calculation. What is this? It is standard deviation of the means of all bootstrap samples. And I'm taking first 50. I may change it. Instead of 50, I can take 100. So standard deviation of this 50 means is called standard error of the estimate. It is 22.47 and this is 25.23. If I change this bootstrap sample, I include more observations. Instead of 50, I get more. Like this, if I select more 100, all means if I select, the standard deviation will be improved in the sense I include more observations. So I get the value 21.58, this one. And then I compare this with this one. So if on repetition of bootstrap sampling, if the standard deviation of the means and the actual standard error of mean, if they are close to each other, then the mean 86.8574 is the true representation of the estimates. Since I am doing little bit quickly because it is time for calculation. Are you getting this one? What you can do now with your calculation, just you just write here 1, 2, 3, like 1, 2, sorry, 3 like this, 4, then 5, sorry, 5, then 6, then 7. And then what you can do now, you can repeat this formula. VLOOKUP. And then you can just proceed the same thing. What I want to look up, I want to look at the numbers ran between. So I write R, A, and D. I'm just combining the function in between the main function. Ran between 1, 7. Then I want to say, sorry. Then I want to say next, table array. This was the table array data. That is what data for with replacement. And then I select the second column for selection, and the matching is exact. So I use false option. So this is giving me the approach, same approach. I just drag now these numbers like this way. It gives me different numbers. And then I can compute the mean of this. Mean of these numbers. Okay, so mean of these observations. And then I can go with this calculation. I have the mean of these observations. So I get the mean of these observations. So this way I did for all samples I'm generating. I'm generating the B means bootstrap sample 100, more than 100. And I'm getting the mean for each sample. And then I get the standard deviation for each sample. This is standard deviation. The 20. So it is 20 for this 25. So I can have more bootstrap samples and I can change the calculations. I can get this one. This is the standard deviation of median. Okay, standard deviation of median. So the question is, can I use median in place of mean? Then the median gives me, this standard error gives me 38 more than 24.59. So median should not be used while estimating some of the quantity in a using the data. So that is shows the smaller mean standard error than the median. So this is what the idea of bootstrapping, because it is just initial illustration I'm putting. It is a huge topic, but this is working with the Excel. Therefore, we tried it. The softwares are required to execute bootstrap sample and to test the equal correctness or the validation of the or accuracy of the estimates. Should we continue, friends, a little bit quickly, or you have something more, another duty and anything one? Can we continue?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what I'm doing now, this is the data on the body dimension, huge data set. What I'm doing now, in the last this one, these are the variables. So we pick up a simple variable that we can identify. Of course, we need some people who can interpret this variable and their information. I will take, say, weight and height. What is your understanding that whether weight is fluctuated because of the height or height is fluctuated because of weight? What is your understanding? What is your understanding? Is a weight fluctuated by height or height is fluctuated by weight in any group of people? What is your understanding? Do you think that weight depends on the height or height depends on the weight? Is this a question understood to you people? So I'm writing some of the data on the height and weight from the male participants. These are the height data and weight data. Okay, this is basically a regression study that you'll be studying maybe in the next few couple of days. You'll be doing this regression study. What is a regression study? the height is taken as the source where I can compute the say the value. I can take as the x variable. I'm taking this x, and the weight I'm taking as the y variable. So there is a concept of x variable and y variable, and then I'm taking a data on the x variable and y variable. And then I use the regression. Can I say anyone who is familiar with regression, or it is new thing for you? Are you aware about regression? Anyone from this group, or new to this one?
Yes, sir.
You are knowing regression?
Yes, sir. That dependent effect on independence, sir. Y
Yes,
is equal to A plus BX, sir.
yes. So this something that maybe some little bit idea is there. So x can be taken as an independent variable. Height varies, and based on the height, weight will vary. Definitely, weight can vary also by other factors also, not only by height. But we say only relation between the height and weight. So I get this one. So I want to use the regression options, right? And for that, I have the function in the Excel. Okay, what is a function? This is the intercept. Okay, the equation, mathematical equation I'm talking about is, it is a intercept and then plus slope into the x variable. So this is what the idea of the intercept plus slope. So my requirement is to what is intercept, what is slope. So I calculate by the formula in the Excel, intercept, and then I just select the variable y variable first. So y variable is my weight. I just say comma, and I just select the x variable as independent variable. So height, I press the comma, finishing this one. So when I use this function intercept, I get the number. If I press enter, the 84.4472, which is the intercept. So this is the function I'm using for finding the intercept. So this study is based on the regression, and is an elementary part that I'm just considering for a scenario. This is what the intercept. Now slope can be calculated by same formula. You can write slope, and then just we select this again, known y values, and just getting the known x values. So I get the slope like this. When I press slope, I get 0.87. That is what I'm getting here. So this is the slope of the regression line, or a line, straight line, mathematical equation of a line shown by slope and intercept. I get this. What is this? It is the prediction. I substitute in this formula intercept plus slope into x. The value of x 174.0, with the slope is 0.87, with intercept minus 84. I write the formula and I get the value. So I get the first value 67. When I try with second one, the height is 175.3 in the formula in place of x. Slope is 0.874, and then intercept is minus 84.44. I get the new value. These are called predicted values. I get predicted values. Now I want to compute the difference of the actual weight and the predicted weight. So I compute this as a difference of this. Okay, so let us visualize this. Let me have this one. So I have this one, weight minus the predicted value, and bracket and square. So I'm getting this one. So I drag this one for each and every individual, and then I take the average of this. This is what I call mean square. The actual weight is this one. I just get one. So overall weight I want to compute, average weight, and I just compute this. So this is called error, basically error. I say it error in your prediction. So I want to do some scenario. if I change this one, independent values, what is the change in the error? That is called scenario. So scenario is basically in a data analytics, business data analytics, people use a scenario for reporting their profit and loss data or something, data on the sales, data on the productions, but we use here for statistics. So in scenario, I just look at the data option, and then the data option is that, yeah, where is that? In the what if analysis, there is a scenario. In the data option, what if, and then scenario. When I say select scenario, select, I am getting this dialog box. And then I write the scenario means presently with this data set, my numbers of error in the prediction is 23.75. I create a new scenario. If I want to change the X values, what is the consequences of changing the X value on the errors? So I select MAC1. So I say, what I did, I write MAC1. This is MSC and MSC1. What I want to change? I have to change the X values. So why I'm doing this? I just want to do some analysis, sensitivity analysis. I can say that what is the change in the error if your X values are changed. So let us see when I say press OK, then I want to change the numbers. I'm getting this number because I have selected the height column. So I'm getting these different numbers. So if I select the number 175 to say this one, say 176, for example, what happens to this? If I press OK, now my new data is having the new X values. If I say summarize, so I say scenario summary, and if I press OK, before pressing OK, I select this cell. I want to see the change in this MS with a new change in the X. When I press OK, I have a new table. I'll just show you the new table. This new table says that existing value of X are like this. I have modified 174 to 176. What is the corresponding change in the mean square error? So earlier it was 23, now it is increasing 24. So if one observation is changing, it changes the error in your prediction. This could be either different also, not necessarily always same. So if I go to the next one, if I simply do the same thing, I'm just finishing this one. Let me just try with some different scenario. I'll just write the new option, add, and I'm writing MSC. MSC2, second MSC, by changing the X values. Pressing OK, and I want to change this 174 to say 173 point something, 0.5, and then let me have another value. This is 200. Randomly I'm changing, then 200. So I just say OK. Now I want to see the summary. So I say summary. So when I have the 200 option, when I select it, the mean square error is increasing. So when I increase the higher values of the height, the prediction accuracy is again diminishing. There is a question mark on the prediction of the weight from the regression model. That is a equation of the straight line, y is equal to a plus. So the scenario can be identified, and you can talk about the discussion about the effect of these X values, height values on the weight values, how the weights are getting influenced when you change the height in the group, or when you include some person in the group with a different height. What is the prediction model that you are using will give you some kind of the error in the prediction. So model is fixed, but you are including some person. You are replacing a person with a different height, and you want to see what is the effect in the model prediction. So this could be the idea of scenario. I did quickly, I know that, but hope that this what part that I'm doing is understood. Not you are not exercising, but what you look that idea that you can. So I wish that you can have some question. Then I will end this discussion. Dr. Bharti, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
So
there are the few queries in the chat box.
okay.
Yeah. So
There is a
One
chat
is
box,
that
yeah.
someone is asking from for Jamovi. Are you aware about Jamovi? That is a free software. They want to know okay, whether it no. Okay. And one more question is they have some issue in the pivot table. Can you see that
Mhm.
image in the chat box? Yeah. So they are getting such a image in
Should
chat
I
box
share
when
the
they are
images of
working.
these graphs? Yeah, I can share. I can share these images.
No, they have shared some of them. Savita Sharon has shared that image. She is getting such kind of image, and she wants what she has to do with that.
Let
In the
me
chat box, yeah, in the chat box you will be able to see around 2 p.m. 2:08 p.m. She has shared that.
let me see this. I will stop sharing this.
Yeah.
I'll see the chat box.
Okay.
Mm. Mm. Oh, so many people. Yeah, but I don't see what Jamovi. This
Yeah,
could
that
be a
is
software. Yeah, but
yeah.
I'm not using it. There are many Dr. Bharati, there are many softwares.
Yeah,
Some of
that is
them
a
free.
statistical software only.
Yeah, yeah.
Mainly
There are
focus
even
on
I can just
statistics
name a
only.
few. Prism software is there. Jamovi is there. Some of
Yeah.
the MyStat is there. It is free software. Student can expose their explore their idea. Yeah, that is existing.
Yeah, and after that there is at 2:08 p.m. You can see the images shared by the Savita Sharon.
208.
Timing is 2:08.
2 o'clock and 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has shared some images.
Some image, yeah. So she is
Yeah,
getting some
yeah,
query or some kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah. She got only one single call.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
why.
she, yeah, what maybe
Probably she
this
has
could
not
be,
selected the
yeah,
position.
yeah. In pivot column, the field, the selection, and then changing the it seems they are codings 0, 1, 2, 3. Then you should use count. She had only taken only one, and she put so many fields in the column field as well as the main field. So many
Oh,
fields she has added.
okay.
So she
So I
cannot
hope
use this. Huh.
I hope her query is clear. Savita, are you there? Okay.
I'll share
Okay.
some images on the screen. Let me share some images which I have created for specifically for you people. So I can share
Oh,
the images. I'll just copy the images one by one,
oh, thank you, sir.
and you can use it.
Yeah. So, hello everyone. Just now I want to share the vote of thanks to Yomesh sir. I'm really
Yeah.
happy to say thanks
Thank
to
you.
my sir. He's my sir also. I'm always saying that, and I'm proud to say everywhere. I want to express our sincere thanks to Yomesh sir for his fantastic talk on proficient data handling with MS Excel. His insights into Excel was super helpful, and he made complex stuff easy to understand. We appreciate the time and effort he put into preparing and delivering the talk. Yomesh sir's passion for the topic was clear, and he shared practical tips we can all use in our work and studies. Thanks, Yomesh sir, for your commitment to sharing the knowledge and inspiring us to get better at handling the data. We hope we learn more from you in the future also. And I will again thanks you for the same kind of
Thank you.
things.
Thank you. Thank you,
Big
ma'am.
thanks, and also thanks to everyone for making this session very grateful and success. And I will thanks organizing committee for giving me opportunity to chair this session. And as a token of love and appreciation, our organizing committee will sharing the certificate, that is a e-certificate, to Yomesh
Yeah.
sir. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for calling me and showing sharing my information and discussion with all participants. I enjoyed the participants were asking the questions. It was a nice that they are taking interest. But 2 hours sessions may not be justifying their
Sufficient. Yeah.
queries.
Yes, sir. We will take special session from you to learn the
No,
things.
it's okay.
Definitely, we will in
It's
future.
okay,
So
ma'am.
we are hoping some another sessions from your end. Actually, it
Definitely.
was very nice session, and
Yeah.
we would love to learn more.
Yeah, definitely. Whenever the committee organizes such event and if they wish, I will be there Even you can also send message to me. I'll just share my email ID so that if you are also interested, then I can just give this email ID. This is my institute email ID.
Okay.
Yeah, let me just type this.
Thank you, Bharti ma'am, and thank you, sir, for this wonderful session. And some participant asking about the same session. We are always eager to organize this type of activities. Depends upon the participant interest, and the recordings of each session is available there. We are uploading on the YouTube also, so that everyone from any place can easily access. And feedback link will be shared in the WhatsApp group shortly. I request to all the participants, please submit feedback as soon as possible. And tomorrow we will join the meeting at the same time. Thank you to all for showing your interest in this ongoing faculty development program. Thank you to all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. We hope to meet in the next session tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you.